Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Solo here, man. This is a What's a 9 to 5 podcast. I'm back with another dope person here. And by now, you know I hate to introduce people. So, this is the part of when I let them introduce themselves. So,
Alright, yeah, I'm Dante, CEO of Spence Electric. And I'm an electrician for 8 years. And yeah, I run my own business. And it all started from 9 to 5.
Word. So, yo, he poured his wine too, so much respect to that. So my first question that I ask everybody that's on here is, what does a 9 to 5 mean to you?
Alright, so 9 to 5 is definitely a journey, but it's kind of a two-way street of, rather it's what it means as far as is it a race for you or is it a marathon? And just depending on where you're going with it. Like before I used to do, I used to do security and sports authority, but that was the 9 to 5 to get me to a different type of 9 to 5 as far as the electrical when I was in school and everything. So once I got into electrical, the 9 to 5 kind of didn't exist to me because it was more of a like training. I was training myself to get to where I was at.
Why you doing security?
No, well, when I became an electrician, I was working for other companies. I was training to get to where I'm at now. So I didn't ever see it like it was a 9 to 5. Nah, this was like kind of basketball practice, getting ready for the big game. You know.
So like a 9 to 5, just basically practice for what you need to do later.
Yeah, but you got to find out your why. Of course, you got to find out your why, your reason, that journey. But if you just want to, get a basic, basic job that means nothing to you, then it's going to, it's like you need to find some type of, you got to have some passion with it. You know what I'm saying? Because then it won't be a job no more. It would just be, your journey, your hustle, your passion. So yeah, so that's what it was when I transferred out of that 9 to 5 mind state.
Yeah, so you transferred your mind out of that first. That's what you have to do first.
You have to transfer your mind out of there. So your 9 to 5.
So you think a 9 to 5 is a mentality?
It's a mentality. For sure.
Okay.
Definitely mentality, but you gotta alternate it. You gotta plan. Like I said, I was in sports authority and security, but my plan was to become an electrician. So I basically jumped from from the 9 to 5 of being a security guard to 9 to 5 being an electrician was a different ball game for me. I didn't feel like I was at work. I felt like I was on a mission every day. This is like.
So it sounded like you already had the plan though. So wherever you was even working, it being sports authority, whatever, that was just the plan to be where you at now, right? So alright, so 9 to 5 is basically just a plan. I feel that. It's funny though because I used to do security, bro. That's probably the best and worst profession ever to have, yo. I did that for like 3 years. I'm not even gonna say all the companies, but basically, they use basically a number in the like uniform, bro. It was crazy. I had like some chill sites too, but I think it's boring money. I think security is like the most boring money. If you don't want to do nothing, it's boring money. But the only reason I don't really preach because they treat you like a number, like, and they treat you like you're really the backbone of that company, but they treat you like as if you're like nothing, and you're replaceable like that. So I had to get up out of there. Like they messed up my checks, everything. It was just too crazy. I got fired from like 4 of them too. I got fired from one, and I hired like the next hour. It was crazy.
Hey, everybody trying to get you fired in security. If they don't like you. You gotta walk. This person gotta walk past you every single day. She don't like you. She gonna try to get you fired. For some random reason. I was working at a Home Depot, and the manager was trying to get me fired because I didn't say hello to her or something like that. I don't gotta say hello to you, but it was crazy. But I think people need to like not take. And then on top of that, it's funny because security can't even do nothing. I remember one time, right? So I'm like a slim dude, and I was at a Walgreens, and somebody came in there, like, security, you can't even really yoke them up anyway, so really a scarecrow. So it was some big ass dude came in there, and he started messing up the store. And then like the manager came, right, the lady, but she was like 7 foot
2:30. And they looking at me like, get in there. I'm like, what can I possibly do to stop that, bro? There was nothing. So I was just like, yo, she handled it though. I'm like, you should have been security, you know what I'm saying? But security was I got millions of stories about that, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to say all that on this episode. But so but security was your last job.
Yeah, security was story. Yeah, security. It was my last job.
So how did you get into it? Into security? We gonna get into the
Oh yeah, I mean I was just broke, man, trying to make it. I was trying to make it, man, and they say get your swords, alright, get you more jobs. I don't know. It just landed in my hand. That was the best kind of option. You get some type of certification like a sword, you can take it anywhere and go work with it.
That's something that's like, too. Right.
Yeah.
You ever seen the scams with the security? Because there was one, there was a dude in Jersey City. Lucky I forgot his name, because I would have definitely said your name, bro. He had like a saggy, like Steve Harvey suit. He had a flip phone, and he was like, "Yo, if you pay me this amount of money, I can get you a job, right?" So what they was doing, they was looking at postings of jobs and saying they could get people those jobs. Right. So we giving them money for nothing. So he was like, "Go to Gateway." He's like, "Go to Gateway," right? So I went there. And they just happened to be hiring. And I was like, yo, y'all know what's the name he recommended me? They were like, yeah, we don't know who that is. So I'm like, yo. And then they try to get you to get a whole bunch. Some of them try to get a whole bunch of certification that you don't need, because if you try to work in New York, it's like several different certifications that you need. So they say that in New Jersey that you need like your fire bar and all this, like your handcuff permit and all that. You don't need that in Jersey. Right. That's a whole scam, bro. Be careful. They catching people because they need job. And I don't know if they still doing it, but like a few years ago, they did it. But how was the atmosphere when you got security though, or it was just?
It was always hostile. I mean, I did security here in North, and that's just a whole episode every time waiting to happen. You know, from the hood niggas to fiends to like, it was just a lot going on. You gotta be tough working here in North as a security guard. Yeah. And nothing, you know. I ain't had no gun or nothing. It was just, yeah, you know, if something happened, you gotta handle it. You know, the best way you can.
All right. So, what was the most memorable moment that you had as a security officer?
Security officer, most memorable moment. I don't know. The best.
Maybe good or bad.
All right. The best was like working like in a nursing home, and I just enjoyed that so much because old people were funny. You know, they chase you around, curse you out, and it was just a good time for me, because we used to do this, drink wine on the job and just chilling, you know, watching movies, and it's something that would definitely, it's like kind of a quicksand type of job, you know, it would kind of suck you into it because you'll get used to it. Yeah. The luxury of just relaxing and just having your way with it.
And eating snacks, bro.
Yeah,
eating snacks. Yo, I was working by Ferry Street, by the Blockbuster. Yeah. Yo, I had my laptop and I had that Blockbuster pass, bro. I was good, bro. I was watching like 30 movies in a week, bro. I was chilling. I was like, yo, but you gain weight, you get lazy. You get really lazy, so you don't want to do no more work.
You get down and trapped into it if you don't have a plan to get out of it, because it's just very comfortable. It's very comfortable. They give you a set location. You love it. Everybody love you. You know the same routine. Yeah. And then it becomes too comfortable.
It was a guy in it was a high-end building, and he was like a wrestler on the side too, right? He was a security staff concierge, and like when they told him that they lost the site, they could lose the site too. You know what I'm saying? So, and they lost the contract. He started crying, bro. Oh yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, you can't love it that much though. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they they don't care about your security. That's why I hated it. But when did you decide that you had to leave security?
Well, during my college days, you know, them days, it definitely, I had an epiphany of just, because I didn't know what I was going to college for, and I was just trying to pick the best major and everything, and it ended up to be psychology. I thought I was going for nursing, found out I couldn't pass a biology class, so I'm like, all right. So I got into psychology, but I'm sitting, so they gave me all these classes that I don't need, of course. So I'm taking this film analysis class. It's got a gray and black screen of 1901 or whatever, and they telling me to analyze this and just look at it. I'm like, and I'm just start thinking like, what the hell am I doing? Like, and I'm working security. I'm making about like $9 an hour. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this for the whole 4 years. I don't know. I don't know if I could do this for the whole 4 years. So I start putting, you know, things together. Like my grandfather used to show me how to do outlets and stuff. He didn't know too much. He was a handyman, you know, one of the old school handyman.
Yeah, but they the realest ones, bro.
Yeah,
like, he didn't know what he was doing. It's not saying good money.
But yeah,
legend, bro.
I thought about that when I was younger. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me put that together. And I'm like, all right, I'm good with math. So I start putting it together. I'm like, all right. So remember that old commercial with that Everest commercial? The guy, he was like, what you doing? You ain't doing nothing. You just laying down. You might as well get a trade.
I hate him, bro. Yeah. Cause I'm always on the couch chilling. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I hate him, but I love him because he helped me though. Because I was like, all right, Everest, let me look at it because the dude been yelling at me for years. So
yeah,
I'm like,
I felt that personally, bro.
Right.
Like, damn. Like, I was on the couch, like, chilling. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I went to go look it up. And I'm like, all right, electrician. I can see myself doing that plumbing. I was like, nah, I don't want to get too dirty, mess with toilets or whatever. I was just like, being unknowledgeable of what plumbing really is. It's not just all that. And I was like, all right, let me do electrician or whatever. Let me go see what that is. So I just had a plan. And it took 9 months for the schooling. And after that, it was just take off from there. You know, I left security, gave him my 2 week notice, and just went into my trade.
All right, so you gave him a 2 weeks notice. And then that was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of the hardest parts of that 2 weeks because I went to a temp agency and they kind of told me, all right, we got work for you, put in 2 weeks. And then I left security. They were like, oh, well, hold on, we don't got no work for you. Just give me another week or whatever. But I'm like, all right, cool. So that shit turned into like 2 months of me just being unemployed, or they were sending me to like little labor jobs and little pickup jobs or whatever. So I didn't really get started till the next 2 months. But once I got in, it was just a whole different mission right there.
Yeah, it was crazy. I know. I was working at a school for security, and they lost the site, but they didn't tell me. I learned that from a teacher. So when the summer hit, I'm like, I hit them before, cause I hit them like maybe like a few days before the school was done for the semester. I'm like, yo, I'm like, what's good after this? They was like, oh yeah, we don't know, we gonna hit you back. So I came back. They like, yeah, we lost the site. I'm like, all right, so what we're not gonna do? They was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, we got another site, but it paid less than what you getting now. I'm like, I'm bugging. I'm like, nah, that was it. But like I said, bro, I could speak about that for like, that's gonna come. I just don't know when I'm gonna talk about that. But so after you did that, how do you get into what you're doing right now?
How I get into it?
Yeah, like you're electrician. So how did you get into that?
Yeah, so I did the school. You know, once I got into it, like right now, like I said, I own the business right now myself independently. But I just start off working for other contracting companies, companies. So like I called up my school and I'm like, all right, yeah, I need a job. They hooked me up with the temp agency, and I've been working as a temp.
I thought you were talking about the security to temps. Oh my bad, he's talking about the about electricity. I was talking about security, my fault. Yeah, all right, I got you.
So I got into temp agency, so they sent me to these other jobs or whatever. And from the first job, I knew electrical. I knew that all right, this is it. You know, this is how I figure. All right, if I put my all into it every day, versus all right, you know, just showing up. I'm not just showing up no more. I have to perform. I have to definitely really show what I got, because the more I show what I got, the more I get paid, of course. Now it's a hustle mentality thing for me. The more I learn, the better I get with my hands, the more I make, the better my future is going to come.
So, what would you think considers the most difficult part of being an electrician?
The most difficult part? Most difficult part is just the process of working under this. I don't know. I can't even say it was so difficult.
I think it's probably easy to you.
No, it wasn't that it was just easy. I forced myself to fall in love with it. You know what I'm saying? So I can get to where I'm at right now. Like I seen, all right, so I started learning the companies. Like they don't want you to learn as much. They want you to stay where they want you. You know, basically. So they don't have to pay you too much. They don't want you to learn too much as a newcomer. I just wasn't accepting none of that shit. I'm like, all right, they tell me, all right, you can't learn pipe bending, or you can't do this, or you can't read the blueprints. I would curse them the fuck out. Like, what you mean? Like, oh, you got me fucked up. I'm going to learn this. Like, and I just took control from everything.
See, that's why like I gotta respect it though, because it's crazy because you're doing something that you love, but they still trying to have like they still trying to monetize it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like, yo, you know, if somebody know what they doing, let them rock. It don't make no sense. That sound like this.
That's the game of it though.
See, I didn't even know that. I thought like you just go in there, like you go out. I didn't even know you get I mean, I guess an apprenticeship, right?
Yeah.
I guess through that, but I didn't know it was like they send you on contract and stuff. Like it's a whole company that send out contracts and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they use you as a temp guy or whatever. They can let you go whenever you want to, but that's just a temp issue. You get into a real company. Getting into a real company.
So what's a real company though?
Like somebody else, like my company. Say another guy working for me. Or a temp agency is just an agency that send you to them.
So your company's a real company. They ain't a real company.
Yeah, no, they real company. They real
nah, y'all not real, bro. Y'all not real. But word.
Yeah, but so the temp agency. What was that?
I'm saying they send you to the temp agency.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying like you saying that about the blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
And they use you as a, it sounds like a test dummy to me.
Yeah, they just want you to do certain things, tedious things in your beginning stages. And if you allow them, they will keep you exactly there so they don't have to pay you more. But the more you learn, the more you learn. Yeah, the bigger your resume, the more your argument, you will come to them, hey, I know how to do this, I see me do this, I need more money. You know, you can always take that leverage.
So, do you think it's better to stay going that route and just climb the ranks, or is it better to go your own way, like be your own boss?
No, definitely aim to be your own boss for sure. If you don't have that mind state, then you're gonna be stuck working for somebody else. And then, like anything that happened, I've been laid off a couple times. I've been only way I've been fired because I've been leaving. I gotta that. But they couldn't fire me. It was hard to fire me because I was still good at what I was doing.
But that's when you know when they're looking for a reason to fire. They get on tardiness. I'm saying human stuff happens, so it's like
for sure.
So you know,
but definitely you gotta see the vision, see the tunnel vision, and to like, all right, you see their company truck. Why can't you see your name on that company truck? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mentality from the door, and that's what I had from the door. Like, all right, nah, I'm gonna own my own shit. And like, I'm not accepting anything less. I'm not an electrician helper. I'm not nothing. I'm an electrician. I'm like, I'm not going to downgrade myself and who I am. And I was just kicking ass the whole time. I took it as my mind state was like, all right, we cool and all, but I'm in competition with you. Like I'm like Mamba mentality right now. I'm trying to kill shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
Yeah, we gonna talk in how but I'm trying to smoke your ass.
But you're supposed to have that competitive nature, though. You know what I'm saying? No point, because it sounds like if you just want, like, you know, because a lot of people need money. Like, I can hear it because, you know, a lot of people won't say get into an electrician because they make money. I was going to say, but they're never going to say the obstacles of that. So if I was to go be an electrician, I go be an apprentice, and, you know, and now I'm going to just be like, all right, I probably won't even try to learn. I'm going to just try to go through their ranks. But it sounds like you go through their ranks, they're going to, like, put you in the mud, like a slow process. You probably got to put X amount of years in for only this amount of money. We could have been making way more, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the thing. That's the weird part about it.
And it's secrets to everything. You know?
Yeah, that's how I know.
They don't let you know all the secrets. Some do. Luckily, I was mature and I was really good with my hands to the old heads. Put me on to some stuff that I utilized. As far as like, I just went over here, was black or whatever. He's like, how long you been working? I'm like, about 2 years. He's like, hell no. Put that shit on your resume that you've been working for 6. You know how to do all this, all that, blah, 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 and go to the next job and ask for fucking $20 an hour. I'm like, all right, say no more. I'm trying.
Yeah.
And it worked like a damn charm. So they try to keep you to how many years you've been working versus how much you really know. Even if I say I know how to do all this advanced stuff, I say I only been working 1 year. Oh, we can't pay you that much. You only been working 1 year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
I had to finesse. hopping like a hoe to every different company.
Yeah,
like,
but you had the skill to back it up. So it's not like you lie like, yo, I could say like, yo, I could just install like 30 TVs. If I could really do it, you know what I'm saying? But what happens if you can't?
Exactly. So I can back it up though. I just can't back up, of course, the exact years. But you know, you go.
No, but nobody. But you know, like it comes to a point when it's stuff on paper than it's reality. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's like if you go by like what's on paper, then it's like, alright, if he got 1 year experience, he's not going to know all that. But they're not going to know somebody really know how to do it. But in reality, I think I would assume that the client will want it to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can do X, Y, Z, you coming through X, Y, Z. What they gonna do? Like they find out like he only worked like 8 months. Nah, like uninstall everything and like give my money, man. They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's something like, you know, I guess with experience. Yeah. Man, nobody gonna tell you that though.
Yeah, I was just lucky to get tapped into that information. It was a good brother, a good old head that had his own company as well too. He was just bored, you know. His son was running his company. He was just coming to work because he was bored.
I want to be that bored.
That bored, right?
Yeah, that's a board I could be cool with. Cause I don't want to be. Yeah, that's a board I'd be cool with. So as you was doing that, what's one of the most memorable? One of the most memorable moments that you had? Positive
moments. Let me see. Most positive moments is the moment like I got like became like the top dog on the job. Yeah. Meaning I'm like, all right, I'm running multiple guys on the job. They give me this job. It's blueprints. It's these guys run this damn job. It's the best feeling ever. Being young. I was so young. I was like 23 or whatever, 22, running multiple guys and running this whole job and making a big statement for myself. And that was a big boost for my confidence and everything. That was probably the best moments I had. You know.
So what's the most memorable negative experience that you had so far?
The negative experience? In construction, man, there's a lot of races, a lot of bullshit going on in there. A lot of rednecks, it's just a lot of that shit, and it's tough. It's very tough.
In the electrician field?
Oh yeah, the construction.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, well, everybody, like, it's a lot of bullshit that goes on in them scenes. So, like, you gotta be tough, like, and I'm from North, so I'm like, this shit ain't about nothing, okay? So, like, but you gotta be mentally tough to really, like, not lose your composure and just, you know, act how you would act in these streets or whatever. So you gotta really like work around it. You gotta be on your A game because they're looking for me to fail because I'm young, black or whatever. They think I ain't know shit off the rip. They see me, alright, you probably know nothing. And so I'll pick up that motherfucking pipe or whatever and I start wiring and they see my hustle and like, oh shit, man, I gotta respect this guy or whatever. Yeah. You know, first of all, they just think like you just average nigga, honestly. But then I backed it up every time.
Yeah, respect, you know what I'm saying? Dude, this man is flawless. He bodied that shit. So, what is like a difficult part? I feel like, cause like when I look at it, it looked like Matrix Code to me. You know what I'm saying? So what's the most difficult part about like I guess wiring it? Like I guess like a TV, but I don't know, cause I feel like when I see people do it, they say it's hard, so that's why they hire somebody. Like what is hard to people? Or they just don't know.
No, you just come with experience and definitely experience it all.
Alright, so what's the most difficult thing that you had to like, the most difficult job you had to do?
The most difficult job?
Yeah.
As far as my company or with another company?
Overall, if you had to put them all together and you had to choose one.
Most difficult job was rewiring the whole house.
A house?
Yeah.
How big is the house?
It was probably like a 3-floor, 3-story.
3-story?
Yeah,
is it because of time? You was by yourself?
I had a younger cousin and a good friend with me working on it.
So 3 of y'all?
Yeah, and then we was there. Took like a week.
Took like a week?
Yeah, basically rewire the whole house and renovate, you know, change some
too?
panels and and it was because I just threw myself in the fire, you know, because I was passing around flyers of people door to door and real estate guy called me, hey, you know how to do this, blah blah blah. So I'm like, yeah, shit, I know how to do it. I did it for other people company. I'm pretty sure I could do it myself.
You know,
it was just.
But that's like I might get the story wrong, but that's how kind of like Bill Gates did it. he said he know how to do something. He ain't really know how to do it with his mans. But when they hit him up, they did that shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, nah, it's like...
Throwing in the fire. That's the best teacher right there.
Yeah, but I'll be thinking like, yo, I'll mess up, bro. Like, if you would have fucked that up, bro, it would have been dark, bro.
Yeah, it would have been very dark. You gotta get thrown in the fire.
Yeah, that's true, that's
you gotta
true,
get
that's
thrown
true.
in the fire. Matter of fact, one of this good guy named Nick or whatever, and when I was on
shout out to Nick.
Construction, yeah, Nick, old head, you will never see this. But he's a good guy. He's a good electrician. He's like a master electrician, and he just seen that potential in me. You know, he's a white guy. He ain't care about no skin or whatever. He's a real good fellow, and he literally threw blueprints in my hand and threw 2 other guys with me.
When you say blueprints though, you mean like the actual blueprints of the house?
Actual blueprints of the whole building.
Okay.
Like, and everything. So he was saying, hey, his blueprints. Call me if you need me. Hype up this whole building and do this, do the X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. And that was like a big boost for me. Like, as far as, all right, yeah, you threw me in the fire, but you did trust me. Like, you know, you did trust me for me to go figure it out or whatever. Even though he was like, you know, he was like the next building over or whatever, but he just really, like, you know, put me in a situation where I gotta really push myself, take it to a different level. Even though I'm like a year in or whatever, he's like, you got it, go ahead and get it. You know, just ask me any questions or whatever if you need me or whatever. And I just took that and ran with that shit. You know?
Word, shout out to Nick, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up though. But like a lot of times when I see electrician though, I always think about like the cargo van and like a whole bunch of shit in there.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I always think like uninstalling TVs though.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, like is mounting a TV part of electrician? I know that sounds dumb.
Nah, that's just my business. That's just the extra hustle.
Oh, alright. So
I mean, there's some electrical part to it too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put an outlet behind the TV so you can plug it in.
Yeah.
That's electrical. That's the only electrical part to it.
Because I tried mounting TV once and that shit cracked. So that's like I'm not built for it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just not for me. But I see a lot of people actually like, you know, they hiring people to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess I thought that was an electrician too, but like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be, but everybody else just trying to tap into it because you know you can learn something off of YouTube or learn something, and it's not that much, you know. There's a lot of these cats that do the TVs or whatever. They'll go and shut the power off first. Me as being experienced, I'm just working with it live. You know, I already know what I want to do. So I'm already trained to work with even higher voltages than this. This is cake to me, so I don't.
No, but is that because if you get shot, you good or like?
Yeah.
I don't want to get shot though at all.
I mean, it ain't that bad.
Nah, bro. I'm shutting the whole house off, bro. I can't, bro. I don't want to get shot, bro.
Ain't that bad.
I don't want to get shot.
Another mentality on that, just electrical period. Like I'm like, bro, I'm from the projects. Honestly, like I've been through a lot of stuff, dodged bullets. There's no possible way I should be scared of no electricity.
I mean, that's a
I'll dodge bullets. I'm not scared of no damn electricity. So people, my friends, I used to tell them, yo, come do electrical. Hell no, I ain't playing electrical. I'm like, bro, you was just dodging a bullet the last night from this party.
That's true.
You scared of some electrician? When I can train you how to not get electrocuted, I can train you how to not get shot.
But my thing is, if you get shot, can you train me how to take the pain? That's what I'm saying, because a bullet and electricity is two different. That's two different things, bro.
No, man. I feel safer with the electrical.
Word. So your business though, like, what exactly is your business though?
My business.
Yeah.
Okay. So at first it was solely on just electrical. I was just going to go ahead and just try to build this big electrical company and just basically kind of take over Jersey, get licensed and stuff. But then this TV thing took over. You know, people start calling me. Everybody want, you know, these flat screens are getting a little bit, you know, better. You know, so everybody want their TV on the wall. So so that's kind of the bread and butter, but both still play a big major role. So so I do the TV, fireplace, you know, I figured
this right here?
Yeah.
Slides too.
Fireplace, TV, sound bars, and anything that's like a luxury type of look far as entertainment. And then, you know, it just don't stop there with me. They want recess lights in the ceiling, they want ceiling fans, they want outlets and XYZ. So I'm just like like I got a lot of variety of work I can give.
I did see, I seen on your Instagram, when you installed, it was like a mirror in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, lights on it. What was that? I don't know what that was.
It was a mirror that it's an electrical mirror. Like it got they had a halo around the mirror, and I got to wire it.
Was it a touchscreen mirror? Like
yeah, it's a touchscreen, and it's like one of those fogless mirrors that
now I'm about that. What's a fogless mirror?
It don't fog up. When you in the shower, steam, none of that. It don't fog up.
Fogless mirror. I need some more money.
Dope. Yeah, that's a dope.
I need some more money.
So there's a lot of variety of stuff I do.
So all the newer like technology too, you can install that too, as long as it's like I guess electrical wires in it, you got it.
Yeah, electrical wires and it's mountable, whatever the case, I could do it pretty much.
Mercs, like when I seen that fogless mirror, I'm like, yo, what is that?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like, how do you even install a regular mirror? I'm just thinking like when I moved into my apartment, it came with mirrors. Right. Like the bathroom came with a mirror. I'm thinking like. I never installed it, so I'm thinking, but so when you installed the mirror, how electrical was it though?
How much electrical?
Yeah, it was a lot.
It comes with an electrical cord that I just wire to the nearest power source, or if I bring a power source behind the mirror and then do my wiring.
That's great for a mirror, bro.
Yeah, just for a mirror, some luxury stuff.
Yeah, bro.
The ladies love that one. Go check it out.
A fogless mirror, yeah, a fogless mirror. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of variety of stuff in there I can do, man. I'm real versatile with kind of anything, building or any, you know. I tapped in a little bit of plumbing for the first time. I installed my mother's dishwasher, and that was just like a little experience. I was something to be proud of because I went kind of into a different field a little bit.
So you want to try that too next?
Not too much. I gotta add that on because if somebody want to come install a dishwasher, I'm you know. Instead of calling the whole plumber, they just call me and right here to do it.
So let me ask you this, because being in the fogless mirror, because how like technology move and everything like is advancing. Do you see like, is it getting like, how far going is it like stuff getting more like, I guess advanced wiring, or it's still the same? Don't even matter. As long as it got wired, then it's still the same. Or is anything changing with the wiring?
No. The process, the wiring code and the wiring all stays the same. It's just the luxury of whatever you install. You know,
so basically, like, I'm gonna just keep it to the fogless mirror. It looked pretty on the outside, but at the end of the day, it's still just the wiring is still similar to what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's still similar.
That still make your job easy then. So like you get like a stainless mirror or waterproof mirror that glow in the dark and glow 80 colors. That don't even matter as long as it's got the same type of wiring, right?
Right. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, because it's really about, like in far as the home, it's really about three types of wires. It's a positive, it's a black positive that brings the power of the voltage. It's a neutral, white neutral that basically, because you gotta, for electrical, you gotta have voltage coming in and voltage coming out. So it just can't be a constant voltage going to it. It gotta come back. So it's what the neutral does. So it basically sends the power back. And you got a ground wire, that's that copper wire that you were talking about before. Yeah. That's the wire that protects you from like electric shocks and anything like that. It protects you from lightning hitting your building.
Yeah, that sounds mad crazy. Yeah, right? Lightning?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like simple as possible. So
I'm listening, but I'm like, lightning, bro?
Yeah, like that's the protection. Like trust me, it's very important what we do. Y'all just don't see it because it's inside the walls. You know what I'm saying? It's very important.
No, son's protecting. Yo, that sounds crazy. All right, so what makes you different from everybody else that's doing electrical work? Then? Like, why would I hit you instead of this person over here, John, electrical guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just super hungry, man. I just I got a mission every day. I wake up with a different mission. This is literally why I had to put Nipsey up there. It's like I'm motivated every day. Like it's a difference from anybody else. Like my drive, my understanding of what I'm doing, and just my why is just very different. And you're gonna see it with inside my work. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is clean, this is nice, man. You really do it, and I'm faster, and I'm blah blah blah. I'm just young and hungry. So so pretty much. So yeah, people love my work. and I appreciate my community that's been supporting. Mainly Black and Latinos, you know. I appreciate y'all.
What about somebody said they didn't like your work?
Somebody said,
nobody ever said that?
I haven't got it yet. Honestly, I haven't got it yet.
That's good.
I haven't got it yet. It's you know, my page doing kind of a little bit well, so I'm getting the little trolls that try to troll me.
Oh, that don't matter, bro.
Yeah,
the trolls don't ever matter,
yeah,
bro.
So like some random person tried to say, oh, you did trash work. I'm like, bro, I never even seen you before. Yeah. I'm like, you just trolling right now. What are you trolling?
That's crazy. The haters gonna come, bro. That's crazy. Come with it. I come with it. He said, I didn't even see you before.
Yeah, I never even did no work for you.
He had his face on the page?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I've never seen you before a day in my life. Like,
He from Jersey?
I don't know where he's from. I just blocked him. I'm like, block
yeah, that's all you gotta do. Block, bro.
Yeah.
Block. It's
but
over.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I give him my all, man. I stick to the code. I don't never cheat the process. You know what I'm saying? I'm super invested into myself.
Alright, let me ask you this then. So, what would be a job that you would turn down?
That I would turn down? Yeah. Or electrical?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, why would, because it sound like, so you just say all over, it would be nothing that you would turn down?
If I can't do it, if it requires, like, you know, a license and everything that I can't get to, usually I go off of my other guy that does have a license or whatever, but he didn't.
Oh, I mean, you still got it covered then, no?
Yeah, still got it covered, so I don't turn down those.
Oh, so don't turn down nothing? Alright, word.
I'm gonna figure it out. On the spot, some people be doing stuff on the spot, like, here, you do this, and I'm like, alright, yeah, I got you. You know, I'm going for it.
Alright, so I guess, like, if you need something installed or something electrical, you gotta hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, where can they find you?
Definitely at Spence Electric _LLC. You could definitely contact me there. My phone number and information is there. Send me a DM for sure, and then we could talk. You know, I could definitely help you out. Whatever you need.
I'm gonna put that somewhere. Or that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so what would you tell somebody that's in electrical field right now, but that's stuck in that part of just, you know, looking for work and going through contracts, stuff like that, and might be about to be like, alright, man, I don't want to do this shit no more.
I love that process. I love them guys. Definitely come talk to me. I love them people. I'll be coaching people all the time, giving them free game all the time. But I would tell them, do not settle, do not be satisfied with anything. Don't settle. Don't be satisfied. Go hard. You know, every day. Like literally treat this like this is do or die. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go in there with that mind state. Like, all right, because honestly, like, this is electrical. There's nothing to play with. You know, so you gotta go in there like, all right, this is my last. You know, so yeah, I tell them to keep going, keep pushing, tap in. You know, to a source that can help you, benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like that old head that showed me. I mean, that told me to, you know, finesse the resume, you know, whatever. Tap into those guys that want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Don't reach on the people that don't, you know, want to give you some advice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, not gonna be a lot of them no more though.
Nah, it's not.
Not be a lot
Some of them, they scared of you. They definitely, you know, especially if you're young and want to do better than what they was doing. But you'll find one. But it starts within you. Not people are just not gonna give out the information if they don't see more in you. You know what I'm saying? So just stay mature, stay humble, stay focused, and go for it. Like, tell me, you gotta see blood like a bull, and like you gotta see red, like you gotta go for it.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you should hire him. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up if you need anything installed, electrical. Yo, the TV mount is funny because I feel like there's a lot of them shits everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the TV, the electrical, anything. In Essex County or the whole Jersey?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey, I'm in New York, I'm in what's that, Connecticut, Philly.
The whole tri-state.
We about to start really expanding and really getting our travel going. Like I'm
so wait, is it just you?
No, I got a team.
Yeah, I got a team. So you got a team. So okay, yeah. So we got a team. So you know,
young team, young killers that's coming up. 18, you feel me? They're gonna take over a little bit, you know, later once I jump into something else.
And he giving out job. Well, I mean, for them anyway.
Yeah, for them. A teaching class is definitely coming. Definitely a teaching class is coming. So that's my way of giving back to the community. Of course, it's not really free, but it ain't gonna be OD expensive at all. It's just enough for me to just refund this class and everything. But I definitely want to teach and give back to the community, especially the youth that doesn't know where they want to go at in life or
That's actually good. Teach somebody electrical. Yeah, that's really dope though. Yeah,
sure. I'm definitely gonna get into teaching. I already teach as it is now, but I'm gonna have a whole class set up. I was going to do it, but the pandemic hit all crazy, and it kind of messed up my location where I was going to do it at. So I could definitely help young kings. I could be somebody that I was looking for, you know what I'm saying, back then in the day, but I had to figure it out myself. But it's a blueprint. I already got this blueprint down, so if you need that blueprint, I mean, if you need a way or whatever, it is the blueprint, right? I'm offering mentorships and, you know, and just exclusive training and potentially definitely jobs, of course. Definitely if you're hungry enough. That's all it's about.
Well, you heard it here, man. Got Spence Electric LLC on Instagram. Hit him up, DM him, all that, you know what I'm saying, for the work. You heard it from him, man. You hungry? Why you hit him up? God, running back to the podcast if you're in here, man. Definitely dope, man. But this is your boy Solo, man. What's the 9 to 5 podcast? Appreciate you, know what I'm saying? Peace for coming out, man. Vibe with us, bro. We back. About to have more episodes coming soon. So just vibe with us, bro. Word.